This is the superpowered competition field. There are 15 missions which can be done in any order. You do not have to complete all the missions. Just try as many as you can in each 2.5-minute robot match. Only the robot game score from your best match will be counted. There are 2 launch areas and 2 home areas. You may have up to 2 technicians at each launch area. Make sure the mat is positioned in the middle of the table and aligned to the bottom wall. Use the red arrows at the top and bottom of the mat to help ensure that the mat is placed centrally on the table to create home areas that are the same size. Before each match, make sure your whole field has been reset correctly. Don't forget to check that the dinosaur toy is in the right home area as shown here. The team may have their own display wall to use on Mission 3 energy storage. If they do not, make sure to use the plain white display wall. Check with the team that they are okay with the setup of the field before the start of the match. Also ensure that they have a maximum of 2 technicians at each launch area. Remind any additional team members to stand back from the table. Your robot must start completely inside either launch area, and you should program it to return to either home area. You can handle and modify your robot between runs while it is in either home area. If the team's robot extends outside the launch area, gently remind them to put the robot behind the line before they launch. Also, to launch, the team technicians must not be holding anything from moving. In the case of a mislaunch, use your best judgment and try to be lenient when you can. Gracious professionalism is how we express our core values in First LEGO League. The robot game is an important place to observe gracious professionalism, and the referees will evaluate this for each team at each robot match. Your job includes being a friendly role model for the teams, calming their nerves and encouraging them, especially when their robot does not perform as expected. Through these interactions, you will be able to observe the team's behavior towards you, their teammates, and others. This will enable you to evaluate their gracious professionalism. Your robot and all your equipment must fit into 2 launch areas and under a height limit of 12 inches. If it is small enough to fit in just 1 launch area and under this height limit, then you will score the bonus points. During the inspection time before the match, make sure the robot has 4 or fewer motors, only 1 controller, and that all the equipment and the robot fit inside both or a single launch area. Team members may use their hands to balance all the equipment while the referee is checking if it fits under the imaginary 12-inch ceiling. Note there is a bonus for fitting into just one of the launch areas. Mission 1. Innovation Project Model. In this mission, you will use the innovation project model you have made that represents the solution to your innovation project. If your innovation project model is at least partly in the hydrogen plant target area. Remember that the innovation project model which the team provides is considered equipment. It must be included in the pre-match inspection and must be treated as equipment during the match. Remember, when a scoring condition requires something be partly or completely in an area, that area also includes the lines and the airspace above it. This means that the innovation project model does not need to be touching the mat to score. Mission 2. Oil Platform. Pump the oil so that the fuel units load into the fuel truck. Then deliver the fuel truck to the fueling station. If a fuel unit is in the fuel truck, bonus: if there is at least one fuel unit in the fuel truck and the fuel truck is at least partly over the fueling station target. Fuel units are often hidden inside the fuel truck, so remember to check there when resetting the field. At the end of each match, start by checking if the fuel truck is partly covering the fueling station. Then, remove the fuel units to count how many were in the truck. Mission 3. Energy storage. Load energy units into the energy storage bin, and then release the stored energy unit from the tray under the model. If there is an energy unit completely in the energy storage bin, maximum of 3. If the energy unit is completely removed from the energy storage tray. Teams may design and bring their own display wall to the match. Make sure to check this with the team during setup. If a team does not bring their own display wall, place the blank display wall in its place. When resetting the field, make sure the energy storage tray is returned and reset with an energy unit placed inside. If a team brought their own display wall, remember to make sure they take it with them after the match. Mission 4. Solar Farm. Start the distribution of the energy units by moving them off their positions on the mat. If an energy unit has been completely removed from its starting circle. Bonus: if all 3 energy units have been completely removed from their starting circles. Remember the benefit of the doubt rule when checking if a unit is over the line. When it is close, ruling should always be in favor of the team. Mission 5. Smart Grid. Raise your field's orange connector to complete the smart grid connection with the opposite field. If your field's orange connector is completely raised. Bonus: if both teams' orange connectors are completely raised. This is the guided mission. Teams will be provided with the program to complete the first part of the mission. Because this is the shared mission, it is not considered interference if one team determines a way to complete both parts of this mission, as long as their solution does not impact the opposing team's robot while it's running. This mission provides a good opportunity to watch for gracious professionalism and how the two teams interact with each other. Mission 6. Hybrid Car. Recharge the hybrid car by inserting the hybrid unit into the car. If the hybrid car is no longer touching the ramp. If the hybrid unit is in the hybrid car. Many missions require that something is no longer touching. In this case, the hybrid car must no longer be touching the ramp. Remember that this condition must be visible at the end of the match to earn these points. You can still earn points for the hybrid unit being in the hybrid car, even if the car is touching the ramp. Mission 7. Wind Turbine. Release the energy units from the wind turbine. If an energy unit is no longer touching the wind turbine. Mission 8. Watch television. Raise the television screen and move the energy unit to the television slot. If the television is completely raised. If there is an energy unit completely in the green television slot. This mission has 2 parts, and they can be completed independently of each other. This means it is possible to score for having an energy unit completely in the green television slot without raising the television. Also, the energy unit in the green slot does not have to be the energy unit from underneath the television. Mission 9, Dinosaur Toy. Insert an energy unit or a rechargeable battery into the dinosaur toy to make it work. If the dinosaur toy is completely in the left home area. If the dinosaur toy lid is completely closed and there is an energy unit inside. Or there is a rechargeable battery inside. The dinosaur toy starts in the right home area, so return it when you reset the field. At the end of the match, start by taking note of the location of the dinosaur toy on the score sheet. Then, lift the lid to reveal what's inside. Mission 10, Power Plant. Release the 3 energy units from the power plant. If an energy unit is no longer touching the power plant. Bonus, if all 3 energy units are no longer touching the power plant. Make sure to reset this model correctly. Start by lowering the red bar and then insert the 3 energy units. It is worth checking that when released, the energy units roll freely. Mission 11, Hydroelectric Dam. Send the water unit from the top of the hydroelectric dam into the turbine wheel to release the energy unit. If the energy unit is no longer touching the hydroelectric dam. When resetting this model, remember that you must remove the water unit from the base of the model and load it back into the hopper. Then, insert an energy unit. Mission 12, Water Reservoir. Place the looped water units from the river above and below the dam into the water reservoir or onto the red hooks. If a looped water unit is completely in the water reservoir touching the mat. If a looped water unit is placed on a single red hook. There are times when a looped water unit spans both red hooks. Remember that scoring requires that the unit be on a single red hook to score. Looped water units spanning 2 red hooks do not score. Mission 13, Power to X. Deliver energy units to the hydrogen plant target area. If there is an energy unit completely in the hydrogen plant target area. Maximum of 3. Many missions state that energy units may not be touching equipment at the end of the match. This is not a restriction for the Power to X mission, and equipment may be used. Mission 14, Toy Factory. Deliver energy units to the toy factory bin and release the mini dinosaur toy. If there is an energy unit at least partly in the slot in the back of the toy factory or in the red hopper, maximum of 3. If the mini dinosaur toy has been released. This mission has 2 parts. They are scored independently. It is possible that the team releases the mini dinosaur toy without inserting an energy unit into the model, in which case it still scores. Note that there are various ways that an energy unit can be at least partly in the slot in the back of the toy factory or in the red hopper. Be lenient with the teams. When in doubt, use benefit of the doubt. Mission 15, Rechargeable Battery. Deliver energy units to the rechargeable battery target area. If there is an energy unit completely in the rechargeable battery target area, maximum of 3. Precision tokens. The less you interrupt your robot outside home, the more points you will keep. If you interrupt your robot outside the home areas, you will lose a precision token. Precision tokens left on the field will result in extra points. Referees should find a suitable place to put the precision tokens during the match. For example, you might place them on the center of the bottom wall of the table. Do your best to make it visible to the team when they lose a precision token, so they can keep track throughout the match. Remember that referees will be evaluating your gracious professionalism at each match. Remember to encourage the teams and make them feel at ease, especially during setup. This will give you a good opportunity to observe how they interact with each other and everyone else. Remember that the pressure is on during the event, so some tears or disappointment is a normal reaction when things don't go well. Remind the team that they have 3 appearances at the robot game and only the highest score will count. Also, that the tournament itself is only one day in an amazing season of working as a team. Every team starts with accomplished gracious professionalism, 3 points. If a referee observes behavior that is above and beyond expectations, the team's gracious professionalism may be scored as exceeds, 4 points. Similarly, if a team's behavior shows that they are still evolving their gracious professionalism, they will receive a developing score, 2 points. It is left to the referee's discretion as to whether to fill gracious professionalism before or after the team's signature. Please be familiar with the core values and talk with other referees about gracious professionalism. Remember to read the Robot Game Rulebook and check for any updates during the season. Good luck!